everyone. This is Raquel, and it is November 19th, 2023. There's so much going on in the quantum that is, well, we're experiencing it through our body. That's the best way to say it. We are experiencing both the influx of higher frequencies of light, higher emanations, the light body of the planet opening up and our own light body opening up. We're also experiencing the dismantling that continues to take place and the way it affects the collective, the way that it shows up in so many different ways. And for many of us that are really, really, really empathic, which so many of us are, we can really feel the emotion of the collective across the globe. And it's not just those around us. We are intimately connected to the entirety of humanity. And I know that sounds really strange. It sounds overwhelming. It sounds like, wait, how can that be? But we are all truly part of the same source field, right? We are all emanating from ultimately source energy. But many are vibrating at such different frequencies than we are, as we are the forerunners that are bringing in all of the new frequencies of light. And while we sit in this experience of both activating and integrating and embodying and anchoring higher frequencies of light, while we're still releasing, unraveling, let go of, and clearing the lower frequencies, it just really is a plethora of experiences that we are going through right now. And it's really amplified as we get closer and closer and closer to unlocking some of the biggest pieces of the inverted reality. And then, of course, the chain reaction that is going to bring as it trickles down into this level of consciousness. But we have to remember that we are doing both simultaneously, as everything in the quantum is happening in the now moment. And we are doing both sides of the equation right now. We are the forerunners that are anchoring the new, and those that are also unraveling the old, distorted. And so there's a really interesting experience that we're all going through between the emotional highs and then the emotional lows, the body pain, which is just indicative of what is trying to release and clear, and also, unfortunately, our body trying to catch up with the higher frequencies of light that are coming through, and what is required from our physicality to be able to truly be the anchor for these higher frequencies of light. So if you're feeling kind of all over the place, that's why we are really rocking and rolling on both sides of that equation. And we are ultimately the totality of both, right? And so we all have our individual roles that we are playing, which are all so absolutely necessary and important to the totality of what we are bringing forth. But it can feel a little discombobulating. I always love that word, because we're doing both simultaneously, and our body is going through so much change right now. And we've talked about this for years and years, but we are finally getting to the point where the body is getting ready to unlock at an chemical at a electrical biochemical level that has not been available since way before the beginning of this particular civilization. And so, we got to give our bodies what it needs. We have to really pay attention. We have to honor the fact that we may need more rest or downtime. We may need to do things to lift our spirits, right? Turn up some dance music and dance around the house if you have the energy, or just lay on the couch and bop your head, right? It's, you allow that higher frequency music to come through. And, a lot of people ask me what is really high frequency music. Anything at this point, and I'm going to say this with as much love and support as possible. Anything that makes you feel energized, right? Forget the wording, forget who wrote it. Just set your intention that it's recoding to the highest frequencies and allow yourself to be energized. I know I do a lot of like dance music because I like the high energy, the high vibe of it. I can't necessarily sing all the words because they're not necessarily the greatest, but it is what I can really start bouncing my body to and moving my body to and bringing up that frequency. So whatever works for you, don't get tied into, oh, that person was, maybe not the highest frequency who brought it through. We're recoding it, guys. All of us that are listening to this are part of the team that is recoding every single level of consciousness. So if you go in with the intention, I'm going to allow this to raise my energy level and I'm going to be joyful and dance around with it, you're intending to recode it regardless of the words or who brought it through. So just remember that everything we're doing, there is nothing coincidental. There is nothing that is as I always say, ha ha ha, a quinky dink, right? Everything we do has purpose. And so even if it's emoting, even if it's sitting and crying, do it with intention. Do it with the knowing that it's collective and that you are supporting the shift in consciousness, even sometimes with tears, even sometimes with anger. If you have anger coming up, figure out a way to go release it, but release it consciously, right? Ooh, I'm really moving this energy out of the fields and I know I'm recoding it, I'm unlocking it, I'm doing this for a higher purpose. It really can help take the edge off some of those emotions because I know they're really heavy right now. So with all of that, the key is to really remember that everything you're doing has purpose. And don't let that be overwhelming. That's not the point. It's not that you have to be, oh, I have to be uber conscious every moment. You don't. You have to set your intention in the morning to be in the highest level of service, to be aligned with your highest potential. And then you go about your day, and when you find yourself in those moments, if you can, come back into your high heart and intend, oh my gosh, there's not a coincidence that I'm feeling this energy or that I'm listening and bouncing to this song or that I feel like crying. There's purpose. There's purpose. And although it may feel like this has been going on forever and ever, it kind of has in our lifetime, but this is the ascension cycle, you guys. This has been going on and coming to this point in time for thousands of years. Just because we're caught in the linear time matrix that we are, and it feels never ending at this level of consciousness, I really do know at the soul level, at the core of my being, we are so close to tipping that corner and starting to really feel the new anchoring. And some of you are feeling that already. We're just still cleaning up the back end, right? So don't get discouraged. Know that everything you're doing has meaning, it has purpose. It doesn't matter how little it is or how insignificant it may seem. Even your smile and saying a compliment to the grocery store clerk or the person at the gas station saying hi with a smile. You guys, it all matters. And it's all relevant to what we are doing. And so, with that, just beautiful reminder of how truly powerful you really are. Don't forget that either. You are a brilliant, multi-dimensional master. And some of you, you know that, and then you forget in your day to day experience. Understandable. But I'm here to remind you once again, everything you do has meaning and it has purpose. Stay in your heart, ask to be 100% aligned, ask to be fully in service at the highest level, and then come back into that joy as often as you can. Hi, I'm Raquel, and I am an ascension guide, helping you to awaken and remember your quantum self. I provide a holistic, multifaceted, and comprehensive approach to your awakening and ascension, bringing you to the cutting edge of consciousness while expanding your ability to live multidimensionally. You are a divine, sovereign being of light, and it's time to remember. Explore my website, raquelspencer.com, to learn about becoming your quantum self.